What's up, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Money. Now that 2021 is in the rearview mirror and it's a memory, and hopefully most of you guys out there made it through, we can start looking forward to 2022 because I'm just about done with 2021 with the different COVID variants, with the stimulus stuff, with economic turmoil, inflation. But for the most part, if you guys were invested in things, if you were invested in stocks or real estate, or even if you just owned a home, heck, if you owned a car, it probably went up in value in 2021. And so that leads me to what are we going to do in 2022 to keep the ball rolling despite inflationary concerns, threat of rate hikes from the Fed, and all that. And so what I've put together for me personally is the three things that I'm going to focus on investing in 2022. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. And so these things that we're talking about are not going to be recommendations for you to buy, sell, or hold a stock. This is just my opinion, but this is what I'm going to do, because what I've always tried to do on this channel is not just give you guys broad, ideas and such that I've never really been into. I've always tried to get you guys the stuff that I am either into or currently getting into, and give you my experience and the just my way of thinking on this. So the first one that I'm gonna talk about today is that I'm going to continue just to cram money into the broad U.S. stock market through VTSAX and BTI. These have been consistent winners for me. They've been consistent winners for pretty much everybody else. Even Warren Buffett, Jack Bogle, they all have said that just investing your money into the broad U.S. market is probably the best way to get a return on your money versus buying into individual stocks or trying to trade options or anything crazy like that, or getting into something insane like GameStop or AMC short squeezes, or trying to pick the next meme currency that is going to pop. For the year 2021, we almost made a 30% return in the S&P 500, and that's insane. That is about 3 years more than the average rate of 10%. And so what I'm going to do is just continue to invest my money into this, just dollar cost average it, as I either get paid for my job or as I get proceeds from my residential real estate rentals. I take pretty much all of those rental profits, put that into the stock market so it can grow and buy me more rentals in the future by leveraging the stock market returns that I get. Now, on cryptocurrency, a lot of you guys are subscribed to me for cryptocurrency. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go down there and click that subscribe button so that you don't miss anything I put out this year, because I think it's going to be a big year for all of us. In my cryptocurrency portfolio right now, I hold Bitcoin, Shiba Inu token, and Doge Elon Mars. Now, the last two there, Shiba Inu token and Doge Elon Mars, those are pretty much bets that I made with just several $100s that I've kind of dollar cost averaged in as those have gone down in value from their recent all-time highs. And for the most part, I'm not going to mess with that at all. I probably won't buy anymore unless we get a significant decline in the price of cryptocurrency altogether, which I don't think is probably going to happen. But I'm also not going to sell any of those positions, most likely, unless they go, again, like parabolic or sky high, and I feel like I can make a very large profit off of that. So those two things, I'm gonna hold, and I'm gonna see how those go long term. I really have no end point to sell those, but Bitcoin is the one that I want to focus on this year, because I think that we're going to see that Bitcoin is going to be the ultimate FOMO play in the cryptocurrency space. And it's not because of residential, not because of retail investors like you and me, and it's not because of a few whales out there. It is the mega whales, the packs of whales. These financial institutions are going to start dealing more in cryptocurrencies. They have seen the writing on the walls. They've seen that this is going to be big business. They see that people want to do this, and they are not going to allow this opportunity to pass them by, to make fees, to lend on this, to do all the things that they've done with traditional fiat currency in the cryptocurrency space. But there are a lot of risks to a lot of cryptocurrencies out there, for the most part, except for Bitcoin. It has a very low supply. It is very well understood for the most part. It has a very long history as far as crypto is concerned, being the original cryptocurrency. And so I think that these major financial institutions, these banks, are going to start buying this stuff up in a big fashion. And as the price of it goes up, then they start seeing these massive profits from just holding it. They will continue to buy buy more, and that will continue to drive the price of it up. Now, there's not much more Bitcoin left to mine, so there's not going to be that much more coming onto the market, and I think that this is going to be one of those things where the sky literally is the limit. Maybe not even the sky, maybe space, maybe Mars, all these ones talking about going to the moon. I think that the real cryptocurrency that's going to go to the moon is Bitcoin. And so what I'm going to do is be investing most of my cryptocurrency investments, probably all of them this year, into Bitcoin and see where that goes. Usually what I do is I take any of my online profits, so be it from YouTube or affiliate marketing, and I will take those and I will put those into my cryptocurrency investments. I kind of keep my online stuff in the digital world, and I keep my real estate stuff in the stock market. And that's just the way I do it. It's not, I don't recommend it necessarily, but that's just how I end up organizing my finances. And I think that over time, Bitcoin, again, is just going to literally go to the moon because it is the most trusted. And I think that, again, financial institutions, hedge funds, and things like that are just going to FOMO into it as it continues to go up in price and continues to gain legitimacy in the big financial picture. Now, the last thing that I'm going to be investing in, and this is just on the list, this is actually probably the first thing on my mind every morning, is my real estate investments. These have made me a flipping ton of money. And if you guys aren't out there looking to get into real estate in some way, I really would suggest that you all take a look at it. This has made me by far the most money out of any investment that I have ever made. We currently have 2 short-term Airbnb rentals. They are hella profitable, and they're a ton of fun, and they give me a place to where I can go on vacation where I want to go on vacation without having to pay to go on vacation. And then the rest of the year, people pay to live in these and go on vacation in these places, create awesome memories, and it's a fun thing to do. Now, I'm going to put out videos that are going to say exactly how much that I've made on all of these investments. I'm working on that right now. But for 2022, what I want to focus on is more aggressive pricing on my vacation rentals, because I think that we left a lot of money on the table in a lot of hot times, such as Thanksgiving, Christmas, the fall, and the summer, where we could have had probably much higher rates. And I want to focus on getting at least one more short-term rental this year. And the reason that I only say one more short-term rental is because they are extremely expensive. Basically the bottom line number, the lowest that we're probably going to be able to find anything is $500,000, and we're probably looking at somewhere closer to $750,000 to $1 million. So when we look at 10 to 15% down for financing, we're looking at $100,000 to $150,000, and so the out-of-pocket amount of that ends up being a pretty large amount of money. And as of this point right now, rolling into 2022, I'm not made of money yet, but I'm working on it. We're gonna give it a shot. Again, if you guys are out there looking for an investment that is really going to change your life, where you can really make a lot of money, I really recommend real estate, even though I don't talk about it much on this channel, because it just doesn't get a lot of views, because I think a lot of people think that it's out of reach. And I'll tell you this, just in appreciation alone, in the last 6 months, we have made $300,000 in the increased value of our property. So if that doesn't get you motivated to get out there and start looking at some residential real estate to purchase, I don't know what does. You can get started very easily in single family homes, small apartment buildings, duplexes, things of that nature, and then move up to this level. So guys, I'm gonna leave it right there. That is my investment strategy for 2022. We're going to keep cramming money in stocks. We're going to keep cramming money into Bitcoin specifically. We're going to try to purchase and rent for higher amounts our short-term rentals. And then again, on top of that, I'll be doing all the things that are trying to make me a little bit more active income, such as YouTube here, and any side hustle that I can find that can come along to make me another stream of income, so that I can really boost up my margins for this year. Guys, I appreciate you watching today. If you haven't subscribed, again, subscribe down below, hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one.